Yeah, Lindsay, well, Easter may have come and gone, so you're probably thinking, what are you going to do with all of your leftover candy, your jelly beans, anything that you found in your basket? Chef Maria Kemp with Beyond Decadence is here to actually show us how you can create something with all the leftover candy.
Absolutely. Well, thank you. Well, I was coming up with ideas of what you could do with your candy instead of eating them or just sticking them on a cupcake or sticking it on a cake. So if you have a coffee grinder, mine has had spices in it before, but the spices have been cleaned out. It's just permanently stained now. You can put the jelly beans in the spice grinder, and then I'm going to turn it on quickly, give it a grind, and it turns it into a powder that you see here. Now I have two different kinds. I think Jelly Belly is going to be your best choice because they do make so many different flavors. This is just a purple jelly bean, so it's not going to have as much flavor to it, just the pretty color. And then I've dumped it on the tray here, on the little platter, and I've rolled my truffles. These truffles are infused with a little bit of port wine, and I'm going to give it a little coating. And that is how you coat it. So I've showed how to I've demonstrated how to coat truffles, but you could use it as a topping on top of, sprinkle it on top of frosting. You could mix it in your frosting. You can really get creative in how you could use the jelly bean, because once you get it down to the dust or the powder, then your options are endless. Now you could sort all your jelly beans. I brought these were ones that I had from Valentine's Day, so you could sort it so the flavors are very distinct. I just put them all in together, so it's still going to taste quite yummy, but you do want to use a flavored one, and Jelly Belly is probably going to be your best choice, so that way you do get the burst on top of the dessert.
What made you think about actually doing this? Were you just looking at the candy and you were like, I have so much candy left over?
Well, I had a lot of candy, and then I kept thinking, well, how can I infuse that into a dessert without just sticking them on frosting or sticking it on the side of the cake? Because I think just the mouthfeel of biting into a chewy jelly bean and then a cake texture or frosting, to me, just doesn't match. Some people may enjoy it. Yeah, so I thought the powder would open up a lot of options.
That's awesome. And so one more time, the flavors for these.
The flavors for these, the truffles themselves are infused with the port wine from Raffaldini's vineyard, and then the jelly beans that have been ground down to powder consistency are listed right here on the little thing that's in our shot.
All right, well, thank you so much. Again, this is Chef Maria Kemp with Beyond Decadence.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for joining us
Thank
at noon.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.